Hello, wonderful people. It's Yanis Tornesakis. This is Aligned Action Empowering People. And today we're going to talk about the Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Let's go. 4 things to analyze in the Cashflow Quadrant. First is the employee. Second is the self-employed. Third is the business owner. And fourth is the investor. Let's see on all of these categories, what does it include? In the employee category, you trade time for money, and that includes putting yourself in a position where you work for someone else. So that creates short-term wealth, but not long-term wealth. If we go to the self-employed area, you start working on yourself, for yourself. You still have to trade your time plus your skills to earn money. Thus, you're working for yourself, you have control of your time, but you also are like a slave for yourself, for your work. You have to produce money for yourself, otherwise you cannot make money. Third is the business owner. The business owner actually has a system that works for the business owner, rather than the business owner having to put the time himself in order to produce that money. He uses a system of people, employees that work for him and produce a system of cash flow that comes every month or every week. Thus, the business owner doesn't have to be there for the system to work. He could actually come every 3 days and check on his business. Otherwise, he could actually put a manager and control his business from afar. And the last part is the investor. The investor actually trades money for much more money, invests his money to create more money. He puts his money to work and doesn't necessarily put his time or himself to work for that money. And the difference here is he doesn't put time, he doesn't spend his time, he spends his money. He invests his money to actually grow his income, which could be leveraged income through trading for capital gains or investing in a long-term stock, cryptocurrency, a business that creates yield income. Another great thing about the cash flow quadrant is that there's a big difference between the left side and the right side. The employee is actually working for someone else. Thus, he or she gets orders from someone else, has a specific income range, is actually working more than the person that has employed him or her. He or she doesn't control the income that is produced, rather than gets a fixed income, doesn't have the time to spend on everything that he or she wants to do. On the other hand, the right side, the business owner and the investor, are doing things in a different way that give them the opportunity and the accessibility to have both time and money on their hands, because they use the power of leverage to create their income. Rather than working for someone else, they work for themselves by investing on themselves, on their personal development and their wealth creation, to create their lifestyle and life quality freedom created from leveraged income, passive income, which includes assets that produce positive cash flow, as Robert Kiyosaki says in his books and his seminars. The difference here is, rather than having to work every day, the asset gets automated and produces positive passive cash flow, which works for them instead of them working for it. Now, here's the big dollar question, the $1 million question. What category do you believe that you're in right now? What category do you want to go to? Do you want to remain at the same category, or do you want to go to another category? And what skills or what development do you believe that you should take in order to do that transcendence to the other category that you desire? So These are wonderful questions to be answered, so be sure to comment on this video, leave your questions so I can answer them to you. Perhaps we could do a wonderful conversation in the comments and help each other with different point of views. So I encourage all of you to answer those questions. Let's share our point of views. Let's share what we could do to actually transcend to the desirable outcome, to the desirable quadrant, to the desirable position that we want to be, that we want to become. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time for being here watching the whole video. Please leave a like for this wonderful video. If you find it valuable, it really helps with the algorithm of YouTube to pass on the message, to help more people, more like-minded people that want to develop themselves. Share this video with a person, a friend of yours, if you find it valuable and that it can help him or her get ahead in life. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Aligned Action Empowering People, for more quality content on personal development, wealth creation, and lifestyle freedom. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.